Last time on the Arias adventures.
Then what I would like to do is take his warhammer and see if I can crush his windpipe.
Manny, all of a sudden behind you, you feel something sharp right behind your back telling you not to move.
Oh. Hi there.
If you don't want to lose your fancy friend here, I suggest you all drop your weapons.
I say, listen, if you ruin my coat, my friend will be really upset.
How much health you got there, Manny? Oh, then I'm just going to run and I'm going to tackle the both of them. I'm just going to do like the water boy charge, the scream, and I'm just going to tackle him. And I want to pin him on top of her.
I love how hardcore everyone's gotten. I just want to say.
You guys hear Rhodes' muffled voice on the other side.
Road.
Manny? So very first thing I do is I look at Manny and I blurt out, Manny, I think I found your mom.
What?
Hey, Fiora, thank you. Thank you for coming with us.
Oh, I mean, well, I was asked to and whatnot. It was no problem.
Well, yes, but you still didn't have to. You don't really know us. What you do know of us so far is, before you went with us, we're kind of odd. So I appreciate it.
It's fine. Blitz seems to trust you guys. As long as you don't fuck her over, then
never.
Say we're pretty good.
So Rode takes this opportunity to ask Blitz if she knows anything about this Lord Renal character.
One of the members of the royal family might know. Kat, my apprentice, she's actually the niece of the king here.
Manny is about to freak right now what he just got.
If you abuse that, I will kill you.
And I look at him and I say, this barbarian just fucking blew my mind. This is a staff of power.
Yeah. Hey, can I ask you something?
Yes.
You seem to kind of know a lot of things, right? I don't want to talk to the guys about it, but can you help me find my parents?
Well, I would be happy to help you, Tagoro.
I give her a gentle hug.
Aw,
very gentle.
She gives you a very warm hug back in return.
Hey, Rode.
Yeah?
I'm glad you're back.
I missed you, buddy. And then Rode falls asleep too.
And you see, it appears to be a note.
Oh, I open it.
When you open it up, you see one line of sentence on it. It says, trust no one and stay far enough away, Clockwork Palace. Please leave the city. And it's signed with no signature, but you see a snake sigil. And it's the same snake marking that you and your mother both bear. Sitting up in bed reading this, and Rhodes, you start to wake up as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna do like a big cat in the window yawn and just sort of slightly hungover look over at Manny and just say good morning.
Manny, are you just kind of like shell-shocked at the moment?
Yeah, I'm shell-shocked, and also I do say good morning though. Good morning. Hey, did you hear anyone come in last night while we were sleeping?
No, I was pretty passed out.
I found this letter and I show him the letter.
So Rode gets up and rubs his eyes and picks up the letter and reads through and hands it back to Manny, and that's unsettling. Is there anything that I can glean from the letter? Like, is it handwritten? Is it like pasted letters? Is it?
It does appear to be written in a very simple but nice script.
Okay. What kind of paper is it on?
It looks to be just plain regular parchment paper.
Okay. Like the sort that we could find anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I hand it back to Manny and I say, well, that's ominous. Maybe we can look into it. You would think it would be somebody that we know potentially.
Right.
Should we keep
That and
that?
also, we were planning on going to the kingdom.
Yeah, that Clockwork City thing.
The Clockwork
Yeah.
Palace here in the city.
Clockwork Palace. Yeah, Clockwork Palace.
And now I'm wondering if we shouldn't.
Well, I mean, I'm a big fan of always doing things that mysterious notes tell us we shouldn't do.
Well, let's go find the others and see
Yeah,
what they think.
that's a good idea.
You guys remembered that Tagoro wanted to go sleep out in the stables with Ramathorn.
Oh, that's right. Well,
Ramathorn.
Koros is in the room next to it.
You can go certainly check.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go wake up Lucoros, except I think he fell asleep on the roof of the... But we don't know that. We don't
Right.
know that. So
Right.
Yep, you don't
So
know
when
that.
you go in-
we go out and knock on his door.
Yeah,
Koros.
and there's no answer. And when you open the door, you find not like Tagoro's knapsack is there, but Lucaros isn't there.
Manny's just like, why does his party just leave with no notes, no information? Where you guys are going? We need to set up a system. I look at Road. If we're gonna be starting to, if we're gonna just start wandering off without telling anybody, we need to like set up a system so we can find out. We have a crazy barbarian that just goes and does whatever he wants, and now we are missing our warrior. Gosh.
Rode just sort of awkwardly looks at his feet and he goes, sometimes I need alone time.
I get that. I understand, but all right. Well, maybe Blitz has seen him.
All right, yeah, let's go look.
Okay. So you guys head downstairs and you find Fiora just putting the last chair down from the table and whatnot, and Blitz and her dwarven partner behind, kind of like cleaning out a few glasses. Blitz spots you. Good morning, boys.
Morning.
Good morning.
Have
Have
Go
you
ahead.
seen Lucaros?
Lucaros? I did not see him when I came back after taking Tagoro to the stables. I assumed he went up to his room.
maybe he got up early, went to check on.
Yeah,
Or-
maybe.
Fiora from her place says, I think I saw him leave last night. Looked like he followed after Blitz and Tagoro left. I don't know which way he went.
He probably went to go watch over him.
Yeah, let's go wake up Tagoro, and maybe we'll find Lucaros over there.
Hey,
All
Blitz,
right.
do you have any like scraps or bacon that I can wake Tagoro up with?
I can go get some.
That would be very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
She runs into the kitchen and then comes back with a cloth wrapped in bacon. It smells hot and fresh.
Awesome.
It smells delicious.
And when she opens the kitchen door, the waft from all the breakfast food kind of pours out.
Oh, I am hungry.
I mean, I was about to say how much trouble could he have got himself into, but
Yeah, that's
We
true. Let's
know
just sit
how
down
much
and eat.
trouble I got myself into when we did this. So,
That's true.
I can, if you want to go and get Tagoro, I can start getting your guys' breakfast ready for you.
that sounds lovely. Let's do
Okay.
that.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Blitz.
Always a pleasure,
Thank you.
boys.
All right.
All right, so we'll head over to the stables.
Tagoro and Lucaros. Roche, you wake up a bit stiff from sleeping on the roof. It wasn't that comfortable, but at least it seems Tagoro didn't get into any trouble. Tagoro, you wake up all nuzzled next to your pal Ramathorn.
Okay. I'm just quick rest. I'm so confused. Did you say Roche?
Yes.
Okay, I thought I was just like, wait, what?
Fuck.
Okay.
It's hard for the DMs, all right, guys? It's hard to swap back and forth.
Okay. Tagoro, you
Okay.
wake up next to Ramathorn. Lucaros, you wake up on the roof.
I open my eyes and I'm filled with happy because I woke up. Not everyone wakes up.
Oh, God. Jesus.
Well, it's true.
Damn.
Our poor orc has so many issues.
He has an interesting way at looking at life. All right, Ramus Thorn starts waking up, and once he notices you, he lets out an excited bleat. Oh, fuck.
Oh, wow. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I just, I mean, where I'm going to take him, we're going to go get some food. It's breakfast.
You are going to attempt to take a horse-sized ram where?
They have to have a cafeteria here somewhere.
Yeah.
This is a stables, sir.
Yeah, but inside there's a cafeteria probably.
Nope, there's the inn.
Well, you got to fuck on me like this.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You can feed him here if you want. He will happily eat from his...
What am I going to eat?
Good question. As you begin feeding your ram, Lucaros, what do you do?
Well, do I hear the bleat?
You do.
Okay, well, I'm awake now. I try to peer over the ledge just to kind of get a glimpse of Taguro and Sir Ramathorn. And so I'm kind of trying to stealth.
Tagoro, if you want, you can make a perception check.
That's 17.
Yeah, you are too focused on Ramathorn right now, who's hungrily eating out of the food that you've poured out for him. Lucaros, as you're doing that, you hear footsteps starting to approach, and you see stable hands coming into the yard. Tinkerers showing up early to get into their shops and work tables, and you notice Rode and Manny coming into the yard.
Okay, I jump down off of the roof and come in with Manny and Rode as if I came from the inn.
You guys notice Lucaros jumping down from the roof.
Hey, buddy.
As he joins you guys.
Hey, guys. Hey, I just realized I didn't leave a note. That was probably kind of weird.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, don't you...
Manny
lost our other partner, just...
Yeah, in hindsight...
Not even yesterday.
In hindsight, that was probably pretty bad.
It happens, Lucaros. Don't worry about it. And Rode pats him on the shoulder.
I feel like I'm in the middle of the two, just like staring up at them and just shaking my head.
Like
you're giving them the disapproving parent look.
Yeah. Hey, don't tell Taguro I was up there. I just want to make sure he was okay. It was his first night with... Well, okay, I'm not going to say that. It was his first night on his own since we've met him, so I just want to make sure he was okay. Hey, but Manny, you have that message thingy that you can speak in my head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why didn't you?
I can do that sometimes.
Why didn't you just do that?
Well, it only goes so far. I didn't know how far you were, so.
Well, you could have tried it. I would have said, "Yo, I'm out of range. Please call back later."
Leave a voicemail.
Because that works. Okay.
Hey, if you upgrade it could.
I would also like to point out, you guys all should in your inventory have stones of far speech that I gave you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh.
You basically have fantasy walkie-talkies, bitches.
When did we get that? I forget.
Wait, yeah, when did we get that? I know.
The White Tower.
Yeah, the White Tower we did.
Before you guys left to go off onto the White Tower.
And none of
Tagoro's been using as a whetstone.
Oh my god.
Okay, his is gone.
His is all scratched up.
Oh, we do have those.
God damn. You bought them from the enchantment shop in Arkstead.
I forgot.
I totally forgot about all that.
So we have one of each?
Yes.
Okay, what's it called again? I need to put this in my inventory.
Yeah.
Oh my god. They are stones of far speech. They allow you to send a communication to another person who has a stone attuned to yours. So basically, you guys all have like in-network walkie-talkies.
What's the range on them?
We'll say, I was going to say 5 to 10 miles is fairly reasonable, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
See, Manny, that's how you work the DMs. You gave him a reasonable, range, and they just go
You're
for
ridiculous.
and Caro, since you haven't charged yours in a long time, it's dead.
Oh, crap. Wait, charge? How do you charge it? I just put it on my bed table and it just charges up on its own.
Plug it in.
You have to have the plate of charging.
Oh, man.
Do we have a plate of charging?
No.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh. Oh my god.
Anachronism all around.
Jesus. All right. So you guys approached Goro.
Hey, buddy. I got you some bacon.
All right, I make him feed me because I'm feeding Ramathorn. I bend my head down.
Road standing in front of Tagoro is a very large horse-sized ram.
I just sort of stare at it for a moment and tilt my head to the side and go, huh. So, Tagoro, is this your relative?
Pet.
Oh,
Friend.
okay. Yeah.
No, it's not a pet. It's a friend. It's a friend.
We're equals.
Friend or a friend?
It's just a regular friend.
Just a regular friend.
Yeah,
okay.
just regular friend.
He's gonna help pull our cart around and.
Do we have a cart? When did we get a cart?
Oh, yeah, we bought a cart because we.
It should be next to Ramathorn.
Yeah, it should be.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have it delivered over to the White Tower or to the no.
Yeah,
fuck. You're gonna have it delivered over
here. We brought all the barrels of the expensive elven wine back from the ship,
and also our leathers should be on that and everything.
Yeah,
from
the ram.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you see a large dead ram.
Duh.
Yeah, we haven't taken care of that one yet.
Yeah, we kind of need the leather from that.
Yeah.
So I missed some things. What did you guys get up to while I was being shanghaied?
Well, we had a magical time making friends.
I'm really happy to hear that, Tagoro.
That's way important. Well, we do have Ramathorn, so he's not wrong.
Ramathorn, hearing his name from you guys, lets out a happy bleat. And when he spots you, Manny, you see he gets super excited.
Hey, buddy. And I give him a piece of bacon as well.
And he sloppily eats it from your hand, leaving a huge puddle of saliva all over it.
Nice.
So he's kind of high maintenance, Road. He literally just kind of crabs everywhere.
So glad we have him then.
Yeah, he eats a lot. He's just like Tagoro, except for he's not a ram or an orc.
Tagoro picks up the fourth bucket filled to the brim with food.
This is just breakfast. Wait till we have second breakfast.
Road just sort of stares and thinks to himself, I know one day I'm going to be the one forced to kill that damn thing. And just shakes his head. And
I will
well, that's great, Tagoro.
So the big one on the cart,
the big one pretty. You further look at the other one on the cart, and you see it's almost pretty much hanging over the side of the cart. This thing is even larger than Ramathorn.
So what's the plan with the big dead smelly one?
Meat.
Well, most of the meat is carved out, and we also carved the leather off of it.
We did carve most of the leather off of it.
So this is a skinned, mostly dressed and chopped up corpse of a giant.
I really didn't think about the meat, though. It's probably rotten by now.
Did we seriously have Ramathorn?
It's only been half a day. So I think.
Did we seriously have Ramathorn sleep next to one of his dead kind? Like, that's fucked up.
Thank you.
Thank you. So
I was just thinking that.
Well, I mean, the cart isn't parked next to Ramathorn, but you brought it along with you.
Oh, I just was imagining a body like next him sleeping next to a pen that had a cart with a dead body. I'm like, that's like being in a room with a dead body. Like, that's severely messed up. Okay.
No.
I'm having a freak out over here.
No,
Well, and if you were, it wasn't super nice to Ramathorn either.
Oh
so.
yeah, but still, like, that's just Dragora's having a crisis of faith right now.
No, it is not parked exactly next to you.
no emotional scarring.
And nope. And yeah, and people haven't touched your guys' cart because of the dead massive creature hanging out of it.
So this is like a security feature. I like it.
So Road goes, just sort of looks from the dead carcass to his friends to this living giant ramacorn thing, and looks back to the dead carcass, back to his friends, back to Ramathorn, and then just goes, well, if you guys are ready, I think Blitz is making actual breakfast for us.
Oh, yeah, I'm starved.
So I'm gonna take the meat. I got to go over to the butcher anyway, because the tongue is done.
Check on your order.
Check on the order, and I'll give him this, and I will meet you guys back at the inn.
Okay,
I'll tag along with the Karas.
So,
cool.
Dagoro, breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go have breakfast, buddy.
So yeah, it's just you both head back, and you see Blitz already has a table by the window with food setting out, steaming hot, covered and everything. You see she comes out herself carrying a tray of biscuits, and you smell that hazelnut coffee as well, as that's also on the tray.
Rhodes makes a beeline for the coffee.
She spots the two of you. Oh, good morning.
Morning.
I see you found Tagoro, but you lost two more.
Yeah, we found them. They're off to the butcher.
Gotcha. Alrighty, well, boys can go ahead and eat up and enjoy.
Oh, hey, Blitz, before you leave, quick question for you.
Sure thing.
Was there anybody up and moving around last night?
Like outside of normal business tavern hours stuff?
Yeah, sort of after everything settled.
I don't believe so. No, when I came back, everything seemed fine. Why? Was something wrong upstairs?
No. I thought I heard something in the middle of the night. I want to make sure everything was okay. Anyway,
I was going to say, if you'd like, I can have Fiora come out and answer your question. She usually does.
Yes.
She usually comes out and does, or she usually stays up after hours and does a patrol around the place to make sure all the patrons are
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure.
Okay.
I just thought I'd ask. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, you boys enjoy.
Thank you.
She heads into the kitchen. Adam, you're kind of disappointed that Rhodes turned down the offer to send Fiora out.
Yeah, I'm kind of giving him shade right now. Kind of like shoveling food in my mouth and just giving that look like, why?
I look at him and I sort of interpreting this glance. I go, no, I think we've got bigger things to worry about. Somebody left Manny a note.
Okay, did the note say that we can't hang out with Fiora? Fiora, shit.
Do you even know your girlfriend's name?
Oh, it's not official, so I have room. I have wiggle room.
I just call her Fee.
And then she punches you in the throat for that stupid nickname.
It's short for Fee 5 thumb.
Okay, so
Get it?
Yep.
She's a giant.
Nope, she's an orc, but thanks for playing. So yeah, Rhodes mentions this note, and you're upset because why?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. Well, no, let me see the note.
I said I don't have it. Manny has it, but essentially the gist is it told us that we should get out of the city, trust no one. Well, it told him that he should get out of the city and trust no one, but he trusted me, so we're already not listening to the note.
I never listened to any notes.
Well, I figured, you and I would be of the same mind. So I think we should probably get to figuring out where this is from, though.
You do remember looking at the signature at the bottom was that same snake sigil that was on Manny's mom. Yeah. So
Now that I'm remembering it, there was that same snake sigil that was on the woman that I believe to be Manny's mom. Makes me, I overheard when I was on the ship that she was associated with a Lord Renault. Maybe we should take some time today and see if we can learn some more about Lord Renault. Maybe we can get to the bottom of this.
Yes, I want to go meet him.
I'm with you, bud. I want to meet him too. Rode starts shoveling in whatever greasy meats he can find, trying to overcome his hangover for the day beyond.
Nice. As you guys eat, a few other patrons, either come in from outside or from upstairs.
I say hi to all of them. Hi. Hello.
Adam, if you're greeting everybody, make a perception check for me.
Oh yeah, 7.
Well, shit. No, you don't remember really faces of people from your first night or even last night. They're just new people to meet and whatnot. So yeah. The only people of note, guest-wise, are the Nikojin siblings.
Hi.
So Rode sort of looks up Naomi.
Oh, good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm getting there. No worse for the wear, I expect. I hope. Sort of awkwardly, sort of making awkward small talk with her this morning.
She seems awfully cheerful for everything they were just through. You and her were through, and when you mentioned the whole worse for the wear thing, you see just a kind of like shadow come across her face, but she quickly, bounces back with her shy smile towards you as you guys are talking this small talk.
All right. Yeah, I continue with the super awkward. Imagine the most awkward morning after conversation.
Tagoro, are you taking note of these two talking, or are you just focused in on your food?
I'm watching him like a hawk.
Yeah, they're both shyly, especially him. He's acting super awkward to her, and you see she is really friendly, just smiling at him a lot and whatnot. So yeah, they make awkward small talk, and then Hiro calls his sister over to their table as she bids you goodbye.
Well,
Rhodes.
Stay safe. We'll see you later.
Okay.
As Hiro called his sister over, I was like, "Hi, Hiro."
he looks at you and just kind of gives a polite nod.
It's me, Tagoro.
Okay.
Okay.
So Rhodes sort of turns back to Tagoro and he goes, "Well, that was awkward. What do you say someone the night after you got rescued from being kidnapped together? Is there an etiquette for that? Do the wolves have a rule for that sort of thing?"
Thank God you're alive, sex. I mean, I'm just saying. If you're asking, Tagoro is just gonna be like, "Yeah, wolves will just mate. Thank God you're alive. You went through something. You mate for life."
Well, that sounds life affirming. And
Get some.
Rode, almost mechanically awkward, turns back to his coffee and just stares straight down at it and begins chugging it, not even sipping it, but just
why did I ask that?
Yeah.
First you approach and then you bite her neck, and then that initiates and lets her know that you're ready, and then you mount from behind.
Tagoro's looking at you, I'm assuming seriously, he's
contact.
helping.
I am not breaking eye contact, because I'm not trying to say as a player I know how wolves mate. I'm probably 100% wrong. So anyone listening to this, please do not tear me a new one, because I'm not an expert. So
well, these are fantasy wolves anyway, so who knows what their behaviors are.
But you don't know. I'm just saying. Let's put that out there.
Yeah, you never know who's an expert on wolf banging.
Hey, if we find that one listener, you're my favorite.
Actually, please let us know if you're a wolf biologist, just FYI. Thank you.
So, Roach, you're getting advice from Tagoro, and he's staring intently at you as he's giving this.
So I imagine that Rose is like, he's trying to think of something desperately to say that will stop this, and he just can't think of anything.
Let's see. I can give you an escape. Make an insight check or an investigate or perception check. Shit, perception check.
One of them.
My perception is that's a 16.
You noticed Fiora coming out of the kitchen carrying a tray of pastries.
So he like almost Fiora over there. He just points. Good morning. Thank God you're here. So how are you? How are things?
Good morning.
So look, Tagoro, it's Fiora.
Hi, Fiora.
Hello.
He was just telling me the most interesting thing. Tagoro, why don't you tell Fiora about that? I'm gonna finish my breakfast.
Okay, so Fiora, I was telling him how to most likely after surviving a traumatic event, wolves would just mate because thank God you're alive. So he needs to approach her from behind, bite her
wait a
neck.
minute, approach who? A wolf?
Naomi. I went to her.
So, so Road realizing that he's made a horrible mistake. It's just like, so, question for you, Fiora, head of security, our dear friend. Last night, when you were doing your rounds, did anything seem out of ordinary? I thought I heard something in the middle of the night last night. I just was trying to put my finger on it.
She sets her tray down. Adam, you see it's filled again with pastries like from the morning before. You smell like carameled apples and stuff on them. She continues to think. She ponders for a second. No, everything was locked up pretty tight. You guys missing anything in your rooms?
No. It's nothing serious.
Your love.
I thought I heard, and Rhodes' eyes just sort of dart over to Tagoro when he says that, and then come right back. I just, it must have been nothing. Yesterday was kind of a stressful day, as you probably recall. I just, I guess my mind was playing tricks on me. Just wanted some reassurance. Thank you.
No problem. I mean, if you guys ever notice anything wrong with patrons or whatnot, let me know and I'll take care of them.
You're the best. Thank you.
You're beautiful.
No problem. What was that, Tagoro?
He said that we should probably finish up breakfast and get going with our day here. Thank you so much for giving us a hand. So question, do you happen to know where we might find, was it Kat was her name? Wasn't she the Blitz's apprentice?
Oh yeah, Cat Viz?
Yeah.
I mean like her personal residence or just like
wherever we might find her the person today, if she's likely to be at home, if she's likely to be in the workshop.
If she's not in the workshop, then you can find her up at the Clockwork Palace.
Okay.
She's the king's niece.
Oh, that must be wonderful.
Adam, are you just like awkwardly staring at Fiora as she's talking?
Every time she like looks at me, I do that like quick, like I'm not looking at her. But
Nice.
yeah, I'm staring at her.
Okay. You see she is kind of like picking at one of the pastries on her plate as she's politely talking to Rode. And Rode, the Clockwork Palace in the square is on the map. If you are looking, it's the big giant one.
The big giant one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it says, thank you so much. And where's the workshop? If we were going to go see if she was there first.
Back where, over on Tinker Square, that's Blitz's place.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. You guys have a good day.
Thanks.
You too.
So, Tagoro, what do you say we head out? Should we go link up with Manny and Lucaros, or should we go do some investigating on our own?
We should go investigate on our own.
I like that plan. Let's do that.
You guys are going to stress poor Manny out.
We'll
You
leave
guys
a
are
note
killing
this
me.
time. I write a note, and I ask somebody to leave it, to hold, either to leave it with Blitz or hold on to it if Manny and Lucaros come back. Oh, wait, we have those stones. I'll just call him.
Thank you.
I'll just call him. Sorry, I'm not used to these things. So I used my
You
stone
start
of
writing your
speech.
you start writing your note out, and you're like, "Oh God damn it!" Reach into your pack.
Yeah, and I call Manny.
We'll be right back with the rest of the episode after a quick word from some of our other fellow podcast friends.
Welcome to Seasons of Skyrend, a custom D&D podcast adventure. Join Arias, Darvin, and Vale as they uncover the secrets of a world where rulers and gods exercise their will as they see fit. Join us every week for a new chapter on iTunes and more, and on Twitter at Skyrend Podcast.
Greetings, friends. Cassie here, and I hope you've been enjoying today's episode. We have recorded our Christmas Behind the DM Screen Q&A episode and are so excited to share it with all of you. The bonus episode will come out on Sunday, December 23rd, where the whole Party Advantage cast will answer all your awesome questions that you sent in. We also have an exciting announcement towards the end of that Q&A episode, so make sure to tune in. As always, if you've been enjoying this and all our other episodes, please take the time to give us a quick review and rate us. Reviews help us spread the word and grow the show so that we can keep bringing you even more exciting Arias and Farwind content. And whenever you find yourself wanting to know about Arias, Farwind, or our fantastic players, please make sure to check out our website at partyadvantagepodcast.com. You'll find it full of character backstories, lore, maps, and much, much more. Thank you so much for listening, and now, back to the show. Manny and Lucaros. You guys were heading to the butcher shop, and was that it?
I was gonna ask Lucaros something.
Okay, as you guys are heading back to the butcher shop, you guys strike up a conversation.
Hey, Lucaros.
What's up, Manny?
So you probably noticed this awesome new staff that I have. You know?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I did notice.
Well, you know, Decoro got it for us. You do know that, right?
Yes, he did get that staff. It was quite a maneuver, and we got extremely lucky getting that staff.
Well, I'd like to repay him, and I have an idea.
Oh.
But it's going to cost a little bit, and I was wondering if you could give me a loan so I could make something nice for him.
Loan? Dude, we're friends, man. There's no loan. What are you talking about?
Are you sure? I mean, I'll pay you back.
Pay me back what? What am I? Dude, how long have we been adventuring together?
Like couple months, I guess.
Well, if you count the white, if you count the White Tower, it was about 3 years.
I mean, you guys have missed a lot of birthdays and all that.
I missed a lot. So anyway, I mean, how many times have we bought stuff with gold? Not very often. It's okay.
That's true. So you wouldn't mind lending me like 75 gold?
Dude, yeah, I thought you were talking about more. 75. Yeah, here. I just hand him the 75.
Awesome.
Nice. So you guys continue on, and you arrive at the butcher shop. People are coming in and out. A dwarfen lady has a parcel tucked under her arm. A kid with an empty basket is heading in. Looks like he's checking over a list mentally. You walk in and you see the butcher from the other night finishing up with a customer, and he spots you, Lucaros. Sir, it's good to see you again.
Well, funny thing. We have some other meat for you. I would like to pick up the tongue if it's ready.
You know what? It actually dried up surprisingly fast. So, yeah. Just give me a few minutes and I will grab your order.
Fantastic. Thank you.
So he wipes his hands off and he ducks behind the curtain to the back of his shop, and he comes back with a couple of wrapped packages, lays them out on the table.
Great.
He says, just make sure you keep Remington Butchers your go-to place here in Fitzpark.
I like it.
And then if we are leaving, I'd like to stop and get the couple things that I messaged you, lady, to make that.
Alrighty.
And also I'd like to pick up a gold ring, a plain gold ring.
Well, he ducks into a couple of shops. Lacaros, what do you do? Do you go in with him, or do you have things you want to grab?
Well, then I start looking around for a tailor.
Okay. All right. You find a tailor shop there's a handful of tailor shops you can pick from here on the square.
Well, let's see. Let's go with tailor number 1.
All right. You go into tailor number 1. Manny, you gather your materials that I sent you.
Yeah.
So we'll say the leather straps, the gold ring, and you find a very small rundown enchantment shop that an old wizard is running. He's actually kind of behind the counter snoozing a little bit when you walk in.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, hello. Yes. Hello.
Hi, yes. I'm looking for a plate that I can use to enchant a spell on. Do you have something like that?
All right. So after you ask, he fumbles about and looks around, and unfortunately, he tells you he doesn't have any enchanting plates. He also says it may be a while till he gets anything sort of particular like that would be of any assistance. So unfortunately, you're not able to get an enchanting plate now. So with that, you go ahead and head on out. So, but you don't see any other enchantment shops. However, as you do step out, you see a tall, spindly man who is just walking. And what catches your attention is this large pack that he has on his back. I mean, like, we're talking ridiculously oversized. And it has all sorts of things tinkling off of it. You see a couple of like bells clinking together. You see some shiny mirrors here and there. And you also see like jars of like candies or something hanging off of it as well. But yeah, he's just politely making his way. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Yes.
I'll try to flag him down. Excuse me.
He stops and kind of turns to where the voice is coming from, and then looks down at you. Oh, hello.
Hi. Yes, it's kind of a weird question, but are you do you by any chance are you able to sell me items?
Yes, I sell plenty of items. I sell lots of oddities and whatnots.
Okay, well, what I'm looking for is kind of specific. I'm looking to enchant something and to hold an enchantment for a friend of mine. And I'd like it to be kind of like a plate or a flat stone or something like that.
Ah, you're a wizard, are you?
Sorcerer.
Ah, same difference, right? Yes, I have components and materials for one of your prowess. Oswald Otten at your service.
Manny. Pop.
Oh, Mr. Pop. He kind of like lowers his pack down, and as he sets it down and it's sitting on the ground, it is nearly as tall as he is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Much taller than me.
Oh, yeah.
Got a lot of stuff in there.
Oh, yes. I've picked up things from here and there and all over.
You should meet a friend of mine. He'd probably be interested to meet you. His name's Road.
Oh. Sounds like a tabaxi name. Interesting.
I kind of am shocked that he's heard of Tabaxi, and I'm like, actually, it is.
I was wondering why I haven't ran into one in a while. Nice. All right. Okay. So, Mr. Manny, you're looking for you said something to help you cast an enchantment, like a permanent enchantment. Is that what you're thinking?
That is correct.
Okay. Kind of mumbling to himself. He circles his pack and everything. For a guy as old as he looks, he seems to, like he's doubled. He kind of like has a hunch, but he walks pretty well. And his clothes look very travel worn. He pulls a couple of items from the upper part of his pack and brushes one of them off and checks it. Looks to be like a cup. He brushes another one off and it appears to be some sort of like rod of some sort. And then he looks at this plate and investigates it. It's like brass and everything. And he's just like, I think, yeah, this should do you. Yeah, should do you just fine. Your friend will definitely need that to protect himself.
Yeah, that's actually something, and I investigate it to make sure it's something that I need.
Looking at it, you can do an Arcana check if you'd like.
Yeah, 20, modified 20.
This is definitely magical.
Awesome. This is exactly what I'm looking for.
And you see it has arcane runes on it specifying, its purpose as like a channeling enchantment device for casting something that can be used as a constant permanent basis.
Awesome. So how much are you asking for this?
I will sell that for 2 gold because, yeah, definitely going to need that.
Okay, perfect. I will take it.
Very well. Would you like a receipt for that?
No.
No? I like to make sure my customers have that option should they need it.
You know what? Sure, I'll have a receipt for it.
He reaches into one of his pockets under his cloak and whatnot and produces a piece of papers. He starts writing stuff down, and he's kind of like, again, muttering to himself. And make a perception check.
22.
You hear him mutter something about, gonna be a big one later. Whatnot. This should definitely help protect him. And then finishes up and hands you the receipt. He bends down and starts to put the straps of the pack on him as he raises himself up and whatnot. Well, Mr. Popple, that should do you just fine.
Great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Safe travels.
Safe travels to you. He kind of gives you this weird knowing look as he continues on into the crowd.
Odd man. And I'm going to be like, look for Lucaros.
Yeah, you find Lucaros stepping out of an alley. He looks a bit frustrated. You guys rejoin each other. Jump over to Rhodes and Tagoro.
Okay, first off, was this guy's name Gandalf and he wandering wizard? Seriously.
His name's Oswald Otten.
Did you tell him your name?
Oswald Otten was his name.
Yeah, no.
No, did Manny introduce his last name to him?
I don't know that we were there, Tagoro.
No, this is just Adam. No, this is just Adam, the character, like trying to figure out.
Yeah, I did introduce my full name.
Oh, okay. No, I just not. Yeah, this as a character, I was just like, wait. Is this guy a fucking witch?
No, he's Gandalf the Wandering Wizard.
Okay, no, I was just like, wait. Did you just do that? Did you totally just like, oh, okay, bye.
Wait, how that guy know everything about me?
Yeah, right.
So speaking of shopping, so Rhodes turns to Goro as they're sort of heading out and goes, "Hey, do you mind if we take the route by Shinebox Square on the way over to Tinker's Road? I want to see if there's a couple things we can pick up."
Sure.
Okay. Thanks, Ben. So Rhodes is looking for 3 things.
Okay.
He is looking for a place to buy potions. He's looking for a place to purchase potentially magic arrows, and he's looking for a store that, or a shop or something or someone that would have where he could find antique books or histories or old maps where he could maybe get some information.
Alrighty. Tagoro, is there anything you want to keep your eyes open for, or just pretty much anything?
I'll keep my eyes out for anything. Yeah.
Do you,
Really anything.
besides food, do you have an interest in something in particular?
Good food.
No, food's pretty great.
Okay. So basically, if you see an interesting food stand.
Food stand, or maybe like a place that sells cooking stuff. Maybe I want to learn how to cook.
Oh, gonna be a
Yeah.
master chef?
I don't know. I mean, they don't. They're not sponsoring this podcast, so I won't give them no credit. If they want me to say it, they need to sponsor us.
Nudge, nudge.
Yes, I'd like to be a chef of some sort.
Of a high level.
Of mastery.
Mastery. The shift of.
Nice.
You can always put the white hat.
There you go. All right. So you guys are on your side of the Shinebox Square, and like this place, like the square itself is huge.
Right.
Here, so it's totally fine if you guys don't run into each other as a group. So you do find an alchemist shop. Rhodes.
Okay.
Is an easy first stop for you guys.
Okay.
As you both wander in, you see people coming in and out. And you see a half-elven woman behind the counter. Good morrow.
Good morrow. I was wondering if you sell potions of healing here.
I do, in fact, keep a small stock. Are you looking for just a lesser potion or a higher grade of healing potion?
I suppose that depends on your rate. How much? What's the price range for all of the above?
She opens her book and give me just a second. Pull that list up.
Should probably figure out how much gold Road has. Oh yeah, hopefully enough.
She has a basic healing potion for 10, or she keeps currently in stock. She has basic healing potion for 10 gold.
Okay.
Then for 25 gold, she has 10 greater healing potions.
Okay.
She has she has 2 superior healing potions for 50 each.
Okay.
And then she has a supreme healing potion for 100 gold.
Okay. I'll take 2 of the greater healing potions and 4 of just your standard healing.
Okay.
So that should be what, 90 gold in total?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 90 gold exactly.
And I ask her if she has any vials of acid capable of eating through metal, say like a lock. He makes a joke about seeming to have misplaced his key to his chest.
She gives you kind of like that librarian knowing look. She does, and that costs 25 gold.
25 gold. Okay, I'll take one of those as well.
Okay.
Okay, so let me add all of that to my inventory, but I give to Goro one of the greater healing potions and 2 of the regular potions.
Tagoro, as he's talking to the lady at the counter, you see lining the walls are like shelves of different sized and colored glasses and bottles. You also see dried herbs and plants here and there as well. You see like kits and whatnot.
Rose and bored.
Rhodes, you finish up your business as you see him just standing there like a bored child.
Sorry, bud. Here, take these, sort of a thanks for bailing me out yesterday. And,
okay,
then,
do I drink them now?
No, wait till somebody pounds on you a little bit. And he says, sort of gives him a come along sort of head tilt. And he thanks the half elven woman and then walks out of the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the amount of gold that he has left, he figures probably he'll skip the magical arrows and see if he can find some sort of book dealer, map seller, or somebody with, the knowledge that he's looking for that you and I talked about earlier.
Alrighty.
Tagoro, did you want to do anything while I'm looking for books and information and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just wander around out here.
Okay.
Okay. So as you guys are wandering around, go ahead and make investigation checks as you're keeping your eyes open for a bookshop and whatever catches your fancy.
That's a 12.
What'd you get, Tagoro?
6.
Okay. You guys are doing well. You don't find a shop per se, but after a bit of wandering, something in the crowd does catch your eye as you see a large kind of a pack kind of towering over the crowd.
Road sort of catches, that catches his attention.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, Tagoro, let's go look at that. And he points over in the direction of the pack and takes off.
Okay.
Like an excited child. New things, yay.
And you guys come across unknowingly the same gentleman that Manny had just spoken with. And you almost bump into this tall, old, but well-built man and everything. And he spots the two of you with almost a look of recognition. And he's like, hello.
Hello. You have the bearing of one who gets around quite a bit.
Yes.
And,
Oswald Otten at your service. Oswald's Curiosities and Oddities.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Oswald. And I'm Rode. And this is my friend Tagoro. And
I
was curious, you wouldn't happen to have any maps or books of history in the region? I'm looking for information on something particular, and I've been having trouble finding it.
Of course, Mr. Wines. I have just the thing for you. Just a moment. He sets his pack down and whatnot. Let's see. Map. I have plenty of maps. Mr. Cardblast, how are you liking your gift?
So we didn't tell you our last names.
I didn't. Yeah, I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, but Tagoro does, and
yeah, does Tagoro notice that?
Why wouldn't he? He just said hi. That's all he said.
I mean, however you guys want to react to that. He's kind of like absently in you just see he has his back to you as he's absently making chit chat as he starts digging into his pack. So what were your guys' responses?
So Rode just sort of goes, so while you're looking on that, just a quick question. How did you know my last name? And
he turns around, kind of just like,
we never told you our last names. So
I'm sure you did.
No, I'm pretty sure I remember that, and we didn't. So, I mean, forgive me for being a little suspicious, but we've had a busy couple of days here.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what they said. What?
It's Percy.
How did you know our last name? Not to be rude, I'm just very curious.
He kind of like has this complete look of confusion on his face. Did I?
You did. I mean, it's a neat little trick. Have you maybe met some of our companions around here?
You have companions? You needed a map.
Never mind, a map. Yes.
Yeah.
Map. And when he turns around, Rode sort of gives Tagora a sideways look.
Tagoro.
I don't like him.
Anything else as has his back to you guys?
No, but Rode is in his posture is tensed significantly, so he's just sort of ready for whatever comes out of that pack.
He turns around and you see he has a stack of scrolls in his hand.
This is,
like all bunched together.
thank you. You wouldn't.
Hang on, let me
you seem
see.
like a man who knows things. You wouldn't happen to know anything about the Silverkind, would you?
The Silverkind. I don't think I remember that one. Sounds like a nice song, though. The Silverkind. Or a poem. Yeah, that would make a lovely title for a poem, wouldn't it? He kind of seems to get distracted at the idea.
Man, bet it would. Thank you. So the maps.
Yes. You see he is rummaged, like you see him open a couple and you see lands and places that don't look recognizable to you. You can make an investigation check if you want on the maps as he opens them.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to do that and make an investigation check.
Tagoro has idea.
What is Tagoro's idea?
He's gonna hold up a number behind his back. He's gonna hold up 4 fingers, and then 4 fingers, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, Rhodes, I bet you can't guess how many fingers I have behind my back."
As you say that,
I bet no one could.
as you say that, Oswald is just like, "Oh no, he's not going to guess it correctly at all."
Which is,
I don't know, 3.
I'm waiting to see if he'll say anything.
You see he's gone back to his checking the maps and whatnot and kind of like mumbling to himself, like he has no notice of you.
Yep, you're right.
Thanks, bud. This was a fun game. And Rhodes sort of gives like that like tired but indulgent sort of like dad like tone of voice with Tagoro right now. It's just like, that's great, kiddo.
And what was your investigation check if you were?
It was a 17.
Okay. You see one of the maps that you kind of like catch as he is quickly opening and closing them. You see a name of a place called Lochmere, and he scrolls that up and puts it away, and then he's just like, okay.
So do I recognize the name Lochmere?
You don't recognize that at all. Never.
Okay. I mean, I recognize Lochmere, but Rode doesn't recognize Lochmere. Okay. All right. So I guess since that wouldn't necessarily spark his interest or anything like that.
But as he opens up the last scroll, he's just like, oh, okay, this will do it for you. And he scrolls it back up, puts the band around it, and is just like, 3 silver.
Sure. He just hands over 3 silver without looking at what's on the map there. Okay, he just at this point he's just going to trust with this person who clearly knows more than he does. Is giving him, so he gives him the 3 silver. Thank you very much, sir. You said your name was Oswald Otten?
Yes, Oswald Otten, at your service. He gives like an exaggerated bow.
And you seem to be a bit of a traveler. How long are you going to be in the area if we wanted to come back and purchase some more of your wares?
I haven't decided yet. We'll have to see.
Sounds...
I want to buy a mystery item.
And what would you like, Mr. Tagoro?
Dealer's choice.
Dealer's...
That's what my one friend said before we murdered him.
Wait, the fuck?
Oh boy.
That was, wait, what's his name?
Card.
Clark.
Oh, card. Card.
Yeah.
Learning cards. I heard that. Dealer's choice.
Nice. Let's see. So you're gonna just let him pick something out for you?
Yeah. I trust him for some reason.
Do you trust the DM?
Well, Togoro hasn't done nothing. It's, if I remember correctly, it's Manny who's being very rude to the DM, waving a stick around and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Poor Togoro hasn't done nothing. I have much gold.
You have much gold. That's fine. I have a list of things, so let me peruse it and see. Got it. He reaches in his pack and comes out with a brown package that is tied with string, and it's just like, I think you'll like this just nice, and hands it to you. 5 gold.
5 gold. A deal.
Okay.
So he hands that to you, and it's just like, well, boys, I'll be off. Puts his pack back on and just melts into the crowd.
I unroll the map and look at the one that he gave me.
It appears to be a map focused in on, let's see, let me pull up the Arias map for you. A map specifically of the Kingdom of Abiton and parts of the Blackwood.
Okay, I'll add that to my inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Abiton and Blackwood. Okay, so Rhodes sort of looks it over a little bit and a little puzzled. He folds it back up and puts it with the with his other.
I didn't
maps
see
there.
that, did I?
No, I would assume you
Okay.
are. I would assume you're puzzling over your package.
Yes. Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
So I pack mine up and I ask Tagoro, what'd you get from him?
What did I get?
Well, you open it up.
No, I just thought I looked at it all day.
Okay.
Of course, I opened it up.
Okay, don't be shitty. You find looks to be built for someone of your broad stature. It is a white jacket with black sleeves and like black shoulders and whatnot. It looks to be something that someone keeps very, very clean and everything. It is and you check the collar and whatnot and you see some writing on it. You speak common, like you can read, right?
I hope so.
And you see that on the back of the collar, it just says the chef's black jacket.
Oh, nice.
This creepy old dude.
I put it in my bag.
Creepy old dude.
I'm probably gonna sell it. I need a Manny's jacket replica. Remember?
Oh, I know.
Okay. Unless I put it on, does it change colors?
Well, maybe you should put it on.
That's what I did. Yeah, that's what I said. I put it on.
Okay, calm the fuck down.
I do the twirl, like the princess twirl with it.
Okay, you know what? High or low?
Hi, like my self-esteem right now.
Oh man, this is gonna be bad.
Okay. Okay, you have to come in my office and see what I just fucking rolled. So that was a 100.
Oh,
He's freaking out in the other room right now. Rhodes, as you're, oh, Jesus Christ. Hey there, kiddo. Right there.
I can hear him squealing. Oh my god.
that's the cats. That's
me.
the cats.
That was me last week.
So, Rhodes, in the middle of this busy square, as the guy has disappeared and you've pocketed your scroll, Tagoro just kind of like unenthused looks at this coat, but then he goes ahead and puts it on. And he kind of like does one of those like princess spins around, but he's a half orc, so it's not as graceful.
Right.
And as he spins, you see it start shifting in color.
Oh.
And it turns a deep suede purple color and appears to shift in its style till it looks like a perfect replica of Manny's.
So just sort of aghast, I look at Tagoro and I go, well, you got your wish, bud. That's awesome. Good for you.
He's just screaming at the top of his lungs, like, ah!
And you know what? With that, Manny and Lacaros, go ahead and make perception checks as you're finishing up your stuff.
You can hear Tagoro.
Yeah. I got a 19.
I got a 14.
You know what? You both hear the faint squeals of a large half friend on a few, sounds to be like a few yards away from you guys here in the square.
I pull out my enchanting walkie-talkie stone and I say, "Hey, Road, what's going on?"
Tagoro's squealing like a child because he managed to get a replica of Manny's coat.
Wait, what? Seriously?
What? Oh my god.
We found some old hunch dude with a giant ass pack, and he had a jacket that looked nothing like Manny's coat, and then he twirled in it, and now it looks exactly like Manny's coat. It's weird. The guy knew our last names. We didn't tell him. It was awkward, and now Tagoro's squealing like a child. Yeah, it's a whole weird experience, and now Tagoro's squealing like a child.
Did you ask him how he knew?
In the background, Tagoro's still dancing about.
What was that, Lacaros?
Did you ask him how he knew?
Yeah, he pretended that he had no idea what I was talking about.
That's kind of
he did classic old person fake out, where he's like, "Oh, wait, what? Where am I?"
Oh, okay. Well, be careful.
Interesting.
That sounds a little strange. Does he have a name?
Said his name was Oswald Otten.
Oswald Otten.
No. I just did business with him.
Wait, what?
Really?
Manny? What?
Yeah, well, you were, I don't know where you were, but I was shopping. I told you I was shopping. I had some stuff to do. I was looking for something particular.
As you guys are all like walking and talking at the same time, you eventually pretty much come into range where Rhodes holding the stone up to him and Tagoro still spinning excitedly in a Tagoro-sized version of your jacket.
Nice
See you guys. We're over here. All this screaming half orc.
People are just like walking past Tagoro like, the fuck?
And I'm like occasionally putting my hand over like the receiving part of the stone, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry, I don't know what to do about it. I'm so sorry. And like, Lacaros, will you please come calm him down? I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Lacaros, please. Seriously.
Hey, Tagoro.
I pull out my drums.
You pull out your what?
I have drums.
Oh.
And I go up to a group of ladies like Manny would.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if this gives me my magic powers.
Okay, you can go ahead and make a performance check there, pal.
Yes. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
So,
Which really sounds like go to sleep.
Oh my god.
so you do this.
I'm actually like I'm doing it, but
Tagoro's
very
mouth.
serious. Like I don't realize swagger, so I'm like just like staring at them.
Like just
beating
yells,
on a drum.
"Vaqueros!"
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
I start running over.
So
to,
as you guys
Tagoro.
watch as you guys watch Tagoro and heading towards him doing this, you see he's just standing there intently banging on his drums, just never breaking eye contact with the ladies, just going, go to sleep, go to sleep. The ladies are just like freaked out as they grab their parcels and walk the fuck away.
Hey, Tagoro, buddy. Hey, you found a cloak. It looks just like Manny's.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Why are you banging on your drums and saying "Go to sleep, go to sleep"?
I'm Manny. I'm like a big Manny.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Okay. Well, I don't think that Manny's cloak gives him magical powers. It might be a little magical.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah, it was worth a shot, but I think we might be kind of scaring some. Those are kind of older ladies. I think they might have been a little scared.
Okay. I twirl again. Does it turn back?
No, it appears to stay a deep purple.
Oh, thank God.
But that is a beautiful cloak. Where's this guy that you got it from? Some Oswald Otten?
Oswald Copperpot. Yeah, I don't know where he left.
Oswald Copperpot.
Yeah, I don't know where he left. He went that way.
Smell a fish.
I probably pointed in the wrong direction. Yeah. He had an umbrella too, and a monocle.
Oh my god. Penguin references, lovely. This is awesome.
We're on point tonight, fellas.
This is a whole DC Universe episode.
Hey, for the record, I was trying to go Lord of the Rings, but then you went DC, so.
It happens. So
where is this guy? I want to talk to him.
He disappeared into the crowd. I assume Road has finally like gotten out of his shocked silence and run over at this point.
Yeah. You don't see the man anywhere in sight.
So I was wondering if we could make a stop at the Tinker's Road. I gotta stop by the factory there and try to make something. It's gonna take me a while though, so if you have other things to do.
Yeah, well, I wanted to stop by a tailor or leather worker and see if they can make us some some coats or something out of this leather.
Yeah, I just need a few leather straps from that leather.
Okay,
too.
yeah, we can do that. They should be able to cut that out for us pretty quick.
I was gonna say, if it helps to kind of like speed some of the errand stuff along, we can kind of do like one of those fast forwards. I'll just let you know how much you spend on your materials. Supplies.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that works for me.
Does that work
Sounds
for y'all?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for the coats and the leather straps, I'll say all together that will come to, we'll say 45 gold. So you are heading to Blitz's workshop.
Yes, that's where Road wants to head. He tells the group that thinks they should go talk to Kat about her connection with Lord Renal.
Yeah, and I want to talk to Kat about a few things too.
I'm going to try to find Blitz when I get there. And I also want to try to get a gold ring.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I forgot I had the gold ring on the list for you. We can say you also picked that up along the way for just a plain gold ring.
Yeah.
We'll go with 15 gold pieces.
And Tagoro's going to go get his swag on at the bar.
So you're heading to the bar while the others go to the workshop?
Oh, what? No, I thought we were going to the bar. Never mind. Yeah, I followed them.
Still swagger?
Oh, yeah. I'm imitating Manny like the whole entire way.
Hips are shaking back and forth, the whole thing.
That's adorable. Like that image is just lovely. Like,
Someone's gonna walk by. Oh, sir, you and your son look adorable, dressed the same.
Thank you.
You guys, after your shopping on the square, head over to Blitz's workshop. Once again, it's bustling, full of people. Rhodes, this is your first time checking it out. It is a very large building. It rivals that almost of the Gearhead Tavern in size. And you've seen the back of it with the stable or outdoor workshops. And on the inside, the first floor is like a large open room with tables all around and then tables in the middle. Stairs going up to another floor. You hear hammering and drilling and stuff coming from workstations up above and all around.
okay. So I look around to see if I can find Cat.
Anyone else who's helping to look for Cat, you all can make investigation checks.
And I'm looking for Blitz.
You're looking for, well, you know Blitz can be found probably up in her office shop.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
looking
then
for
I'm gonna
Cat.
head over that way. I'll tell the others. I'll meet them back at the tavern in a little while, probably with Blitz.
I got a 17 for my investigation.
Okay.
I got a 21.
I got a 1.
Once again, Tagoro, you are just kind of like,
I'm just in the corner,
lost.
like, where am I?
What would Manny do in this situation? He'd probably play a song.
Yeah. So, yeah, you don't see any of the little people that you've seen, Tagoro. Rhodes and Lacaros, you spot passing by Manny coming down the stairs, Cat, as she's carrying a crate in her arms to be heading out the back door to her workshop.
I follow it if I can catch up and sort of reintroduce myself and offer to help her with the crate there. It's just,
As you both approach, do you take Tagoro? Do you guys grab Tagoro and take him with you?
Yes.
Nice. Tagoro, they come over and head you over with them. You guys head out back to the stable yard and outdoor work areas. You catch up to her right as she's about to open the door to her workshop, but she stops when she sees you guys.
okay, so I say, so I ran into an associate of Lord Renal a couple days ago, and she suggested that we might meet the Lord himself, but I have to admit that I'm a stranger to this land. I don't know anything about the royalty or the nobility here, and I was led to believe that you might have some insight on that. You know, I don't want to breach protocol.
Oh my God. Did my cousin put you up to this?
Who's your cousin?
Prince? No? Okay.
No.
Okay. So this is some gnomish noble person you're looking for? She kind of like looks confused.
No, she was a halfling, and she was in I think the employ of Lord Renal. I think she was maybe an advisor of some kind. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. I never really thought to ask what her status was, but the people that I was with addressed her as an emissary of Lord Renal. So I just sort of assumed.
She's kind of like standing there thinking, you know, like you caught her off guard at the moment because she looked like she was off to finish something, and this is just kind of like put her in a different mindset. A name doesn't ring a bell. I mean, I don't mingle with a lot of noble folk.
Oh, I understand. Sorry, I don't mean to. Didn't mean to insert myself, but
No, I mean, could be someone that my cousin has had contact with, or maybe even my uncle. But off the top of my head, if it's someone not directly from, I don't know, the council or whatever, I am not good at remembering faces or names.
Is there anybody that maybe we could go talk to see if they might know a little bit more? Somebody you might suggest? I don't want to impose on your family, of course, but maybe there's somebody else in the household, a major domo or somebody who would be more familiar with the heraldry of this area.
I mean, like I said, my cousin, he's kind of trained in that sort of thing.
Well, I wouldn't want to impose on the prince's time.
It'll be good for him. Meet new people. If you'd like, I can take you up to the palace now.
Yeah, if you're not busy. I mean, I don't want to interrupt what you're doing for too long here.
That's fine. It's just a few more supplies. Give me just a second. She turns around and kind of opens the door with just enough room to let herself in, but she doesn't invite you guys in. She shuts it behind her real quick. You hear her set some stuff down and hear some cluttering and whatnot. And she comes back out looking a bit more composed and whatnot. Okay. Do we need your friend?
Manny, yeah. I think he went to go speak to Blitz.
Yeah, she's up in her office.
Yeah,
we can wait for her if we need to.
Yeah, he should be done in a minute. And through all of this, even though Rhodes is dying to know what was in that workshop, because curiosity, he manages to keep that to himself for the greater goal here.
Sure. It was really hard not to peek in.
It is. And not to touch things here. Wants to touch things.
Tagoro, Lacaros, did you guys want to ask her anything or jump in with anything?
Yeah. Hey, Kat, while we're waiting, I wanted to ask you about your, I think you called it a rifle?
Yes.
Well, you said that has pretty good range on it, right?
Well, I mean, that's the plan, is for it to have pretty good range. I haven't quite finished working out some of my kinks for it.
Okay. Well, what kind of range does it have now?
Right now, it has a range of 1.
A range of 1?
Range of 1 yard.
So it's not working.
Not
or is
yet.
That on purpose?
No, God, no. None of my stuff is on purpose to be a mistake like that. It's just, in its early developments.
Oh, got it. Okay. Well, I was thinking, I really love my bow, but I mean, this has a more of a surprise quality to it. So I don't know, how much longer you think it would take for you to develop it? So, maybe you could shoot at least half the range of a longbow.
I don't know. I've kind of haven't worked on it lately because I'm in the middle of another project that kind of started in the middle of another project. So, may have to check back with me.
Okay, I will do that because I'm really interested. If you make any even minor improvements, if your range is a little bit better, I wouldn't mind taking it out to the field and giving it some tests.
I will keep that in mind. It's always good to know someone's willing to test my things out. So Manny, you head up to Blitz's office. You find her in there. Looks like she's got her fine glass, like her zoom-in glasses on right now as she's looking at something. When you get in closer, you notice that it is the watch that you gave her.
Oh. I say hi to her before I kind of barge into her office.
Oh, Manny. Come in.
Thanks. You're working on the watch. Awesome.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, I'm trying to work on it as best as I can. This is an interesting contraption you have here.
Yeah, I thought so too. Hey, listen, I know I've asked a lot of you already, but I was wondering if you could help me with a real quick project.
Mm-hmm.
It only deals with a little bit of tinkering, and I kind of show her what I want to do.
Okay.
With
she looks at you. Yeah, she looks at your sketch and whatnot. She's like, oh, she's got like a little smile in the corner of her mouth. I think you have the makings of a tinkerer in you, Manny, if you're ever interested.
Oh, I mean, I guess I have a creative mind, I guess.
Hey, creative minds make the best tinkerers, I believe.
So do you think it's something possible?
Oh my goodness, yes. That is super. Oh my goodness, yes.
Awesome. Do you think that maybe we could do it real quick? I know it's not going to be real quick, but I have some time and really, I just need the strappings attached and then I can do the rest.
Yeah, she puts the watch to side and you hand her the straps and everything else that you bought and whatnot. So as she's working on her end of the device, I need you to go ahead and start putting the magic ingredients together.
Okay.
So
Arcana.
Yeah.
23.
Nice. Okay. So the first part of the spell side of the composition, you've got the ingredients on your end on the plate. You have it channeling right now, and you see as you're finishing that up, she's got the button device and the straps all put together for you. So I think what we need to do now is just have you put that plate in the middle of the device, and then I'm going to have you make one more Arcana check to make sure it pretty much goes through.
All right. That is a 13.
So here's what happens.
A lot of time.
Well, not so much that it takes a lot of time. It's that it takes a lot of focus and energy from you. As you're channeling in on this device, you kind of get lost in your magic at the moment. And the next thing you know, Blitz is over you with a worried look on her face as she's just going, Manny, are you okay?
What?
You are. She helps you sit up as you find yourself on the workshop, and she hands you a glass of water. She has like this utter look of surprise and concern on her face.
I take a sip of the water. What happened?
A couple of things. Your eyes kind of rolled into the back of your head, and then you started speaking. I don't know what you were speaking. I'd never heard that language before. And then that scar in your neck started turning red and glowing. And then you
shit.
fell over. Are you all right?
I don't know. How do I feel? Do I have like a point of exhaustion?
You feel completely exerted right now, a little bit dizzy, a little bit disoriented. But as far as like everything else, you feel completely drained of energy. But you see the device that you guys were both working on looks to have been a success. You see it's perfectly fits now in the middle, and can sense very faintly for the faint presence of that magic just solidified in place.
Awesome. Well, I don't know what happened, but it looks like we got it done.
But
maybe we did it the hard way.
Have you ever done anything like that before, dear?
That was the first time.
Oh my goodness. What were you thinking? What was I thinking letting you do something like that?
Well, I was thinking I was going to be helpful.
Let's get you back to the tavern. You might need to eat something or rest. She helps you up. You kind of feel a little wobbly on your legs.
Sounds good. Thanks. And I grab the device and start heading back with her.
She follows behind you, making sure you're okay, kind of like that attentive motherly, like hovering. And you guys at the bottom of the steps, along with Catviz, see Manny and Blitz coming downstairs. Blitz looks completely concerned, and Manny looks a bit pale and clammy as he approaches you guys.
Road gets kind of concerned at this. Manny, are you all right?
Yeah, no big deal, guys. Tagaro, hey buddy, I made you something, and as I hand it to him, I faint.
No! Can I try to catch him as he's
make a
falling?
dex? Yeah, make a dex check.
Okay, 15.
Yeah, you catch him just before his head hits the ground.
Manny.
Oh, there, buddy.
And Road rushed over and did a quick medicine check on him. That was a 13.
Yeah, it just looks like, he just looks like he fainted from exhaustion. Like he looks like he's been physically exerted.
He should probably rest.
Does anyone have any orange juice? Cookies?
So I'll kind of like flutter back as come back to life, I guess, or consciousness. And sorry about that. Jeez, I used a lot of magic. Yeah, I made that for you, Tagoro. So I'm gonna explain to him that. So it's like a harness that goes over. It doesn't weigh anything, and when you put it on and you slap the center and you yell "Morphin time," you get a plus to your AC. So every time you hit it, you gotta say "Morphin time." That's the magical phrase, and then you will get glowing purple armor of your choice.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
We've never had a purple ranger. This is awesome.
So you will now be Tagoro, the purple ranger.
Okay. Internally, I'm freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, you guys. Okay, you
Two,
guys.
I have to correct you, Rich. There is a Purple Ranger. It's Power Rangers Jungle Fury. There was the Purple Wolf Ranger.
That's
I watched
right.
that religiously.
Wait, was he,
I was like 20-some years old.
was he
He wasn't purple, but
Yeah, he was purple. The
Are
purple.
you sure?
Yeah,
Okay, I gotta
Jungle
look
Fury.
that up, because I
Look
was
it up.
Jungle Fury. My kids loved it, but I haven't watched that yet.
Jungle Fury, I
Oh my
think, is on
goodness.
Netflix. I know because
Okay, checking the internets now.
Okay, so yeah, I am.
you guys, you've
I
made
might
his
cry.
you've made his fucking day.
Oh yeah, I am just giving Manny the biggest, like, life-crushing hug. Like,
Manny probably faints again.
I carry him.
So where are you guys going? The palace?
I
or
don't
to the
know, but I
cabin?
cradle this sweet, sweet man in my arms.
oh my god.
Oh my god.
Today was a good day for me.
It was a good day for you.
Son of a bitch.
My cheeks hurt from laughing right now.
I know.
I can't stop smiling. I seriously, this whole entire time, I'm like,
So the details on the armor, it has one charge. It lasts for 8 hours, and it has to be a long rest in order you to activate it again.
that is awesome.
Yeah,
So does it just
Wow.
activate like mage armor? Is that what
Yeah.
it says?
Yeah,
that's all it
basically.
does.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah, you
That's
slap the
awesome.
center, and it like makes armor. It kind of like think of it as like kind of like Mobile Suit Gundam, where like the center's kind of like pulled out.
Yeah.
And
guys,
like,
he
it's
can only
glowing.
get so much more. He can only get so far.
Like it's like, but it weighs nothing for him because it's just magical armor.
You're gonna make him faint in real life. You realize this?
I know. I'm gonna have to go into the living room and pick him up off the ground.
Get a fan.
Oh man.
So let's have some lunch. That was like the first morning.
Yeah. So Road is pretty torn at the moment because he's he's worried about Manny, but at the same time, he doesn't want to miss this opportunity to go meet, to go get some information.
Well, you
Kat.
can also have the rest of the day. Like Kat offers, since she saw Manny faint too, that she'd be more than happy to take you up to the palace later after lunch if you'd like.
Let's do that. Let's get Manny some rest, and then we'll meet back up. Where should we meet you, Kat?
She just offers to stick around with you guys till you're ready, and then take you up to the palace.
I pick her up too, and we head out to the palace.
What?
No, put me down. Please put me down.
No. Okay.
Just go with it.
Tagaro, please put her down.
I put her down, but I don't put Manny down.
Of course not. So you guys are heading to the tavern for lunch, and then to the palace after.
Yes.
Okay.
And all the while, I am keeping an eye out for this Oswald dude.
You do not see him on the way back. So, we'll say, as you guys are sitting down for lunch, you come in, you see Naomi over by the fireplace. It looks like she's playing for a couple of older patrons who are kind of like playing checkers and checkers and cards amongst just kind of like a couple of old guys, just kind of shooting the shit. And you hear her strumming. It almost kind of sounds like a sad dirge, and she's humming a few bars of it as she's playing her instrument.
So how's Manny looking? Is he looking a little bit better?
Yeah.
Okay. So satisfied that Manny's looking a little bit better, Rode is going to excuse himself for a second and go check in on Naomi.
Okay. Are you waiting for her to finish her song?
Yeah, I will. I'll wait awkwardly off to the side. Like I've left my group, but I realized that I probably shouldn't go over there just yet. So I'm finding an awkward place in the middle of the room to wait. And then when she finishes the song, I'll head over there.
It sounds like she's almost done, but you listen into the verses, and one of the verses catches your attention as she sings in this really soft, low voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to sing because fuck no. I'm more of a prose performer, so I'm just going to read to you what she's singing. The Platinum King weeps for his lost lover. His heart was hers, and hers was his. With grief deeper than the cold dark sea, his tears drop like quicksilver upon the land. Sorrow, rage, fear, despair, hope, strength, love, within each tear that fell. Look now, Platinum One, look now what your tears have left. You poured your heart out into the earth. Look now what your love has left. The silver coons, your silver coon, now made to bring you peace. Now here to bring your restoration. Sorrow, rage, fear, despair, hope, strength, love, now standing here before you. Now, sleep, great one, let your heart be at rest. Dream forever of her love, and know that the silver coon will remain and bring hope to your children. With that, she finishes the song, and the patrons who are, close by clap politely for her, and she spots you and notices you and gives you a smile.
I walk over and say, "Yeah, that was beautiful."
I was clapping as well with everybody else.
You mentioned the silver coon.
Hmm?
What do you know about the silver coon?
It's just the song. Why is that something that you've heard of before?
Yeah, my father was obsessed with it before he died.
So sorry.
It's all right. It's been years now, but I he never found out what it was. I always wanted to solve that puzzle for him. Do you happen to know where the song comes from that you were singing?
She kind of like looks a little like shy and embarrassed, and she's like, "It's an Egogen song from our past. It's it's about where your stance is on dragons and whatnot, but our stories tell of an age before our kind of the dragons and whatnot, and the platinum dragon Bahamut. That song is about him."
Platinum dragon. Huh. What happened to Bahamut?
Well, the song is after he lost his mate, Tamara, and it said that he fell into a deep grief, and I don't know. The song says something about the Raccoon bringing him peace and restoration. As to what that thing is exactly, I don't really know myself, but it's just always been a song that my mother sang to me as a girl.
Well, thank you. It was beautiful.
She again kind of like looks at you in that familiar smile, since you guys have shared some time together yesterday and whatnot. And she is just like, "Come." She smiles up at you shyly.
Oh yeah. Rode has no idea what to do now. Just absolutely no clue. He's just like, well, I should probably go check on Manny. He's had a bit of a rough day.
Does he need healing?
He might actually.
I can help if you'd like.
That'd be lovely. So I lead her over to the group. Hi guys, Naomi's here now.
Did we all see that interaction?
Yeah,
not
you
here,
guys
but
were
see it.
from your table. You guys all saw him hang back as she sang this really pretty song and whatnot in a really soft melodic voice, and then they had this you didn't hear what they were saying, but you could see he was kind of fidgeting a little bit, looking kind of awkward and whatnot. And she kept giving him eyes and everything. And now he's bringing her over towards y'all.
Hey guys, this is Naomi. You remember Naomi?
Yeah. Hey Naomi, what's up?
So she's here to help you out, Manny. Just if you need healing or something. Just
Oh,
that's legit.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Rose said that you had something happen to you today.
I was just working on a little project of mine, and I used up a little bit too much magic. It's all right. Once our food comes out, I'm just going to eat, and I should feel a lot better.
Okay. Well, I mean, if there's anything I can do to help, I'm a little bit skilled in the ways of healing and whatnot.
I appreciate it. Your song did enough for me.
Thanks. She kind of blushes a little bit.
So let's eat.
So
and I start shoving food in my face.
Oh yeah, you are famished.
As she was talking to Manny, I'm looking at Rose, just making the motion. I'm like, giving him the eyes, looking at her and then looking at him and then doing that.
Is there any sort of I know what I do. I pull that map out of my pocket that I got earlier and I roll it up and I wrap Tagoro on the nose. Table man.
Look at her, Lucaros.
Aw.
I'm sorry, Tagoro. You deserved it this time.
Blitz just chuckles. Alrighty, with that, you guys settle in for some food, refreshments before you head up to the Clock Palace. Thanks for joining us for the Arias adventures here on Party Advantage. Come join our community over on our Discord channel and hang out with the cast and fellow fans of the show by following the link in the episode description. You can also find us on Twitter and Facebook using @PartyAdvantage to check out fun posts, polls, and special announcements. Don't forget to check out our special Christmas bonus episode coming out December 23rd, where the whole Party Advantage cast answer all your awesome questions. Lastly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you stay current with all of our episodes on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Come back next week for the Farwind Saga run by fellow DM Rob Kerr. Will the party find an advantage on their next encounter? Only one way to find out. See you then.